if we get a hold of the rules of the game, we can win. I do believe that. I believe that there'd be a lot more successful Black and brown founders if life wasn't the problem. Most of the innovative founders that I know are also leaders in their community and leaders in their home. So people depend on them, right? And so while they're trying to get an idea to market, they're also working a full-time job. So it tends to take that get to market time sometimes longer. I think that's where we as a community need to get involved as much as possible. I don't know what the answer is to this yet, but it takes support. It's not charity. It makes financial sense.
What's up, guys? Andrew Baines here. I'm sitting down with Mr. Karl Allen. He is at Chevron Ventures, and he's going to talk about what he does in a typical day, how he got into tech, and then also how we can increase diversity within the tech field. So Karl, man, I appreciate it, bro. We always be chatting, having so many deep conversations.
I love them, man.
I know, deep conversations off camera. We got to get a little bit of conversation on camera. So we just concluded Tech Fest Live here, the first in-person annual event here in Houston at the Ion.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You had a great panel. They got a chance to hear on the panel a little bit from you, but kind of tell the people what you do at Chevron Ventures and your current role.
I'm Karl Allen. I'm a venture principal for Chevron Technology Ventures. I'm on the core fund where we focus on things like operational efficiencies, digitization, and lower carbon solutions. And, I kind of run the whole gamut. So scouting, due diligence, things like that, and all the way up into sitting on as, board observer on some boards. I got into this space. Most of my career has been around solution architecture, design, implementation. For instance, I've done everything from design to telehealth system for the Amish, to build solutions on a team at Google, worked on network design and implementation in other Silicon Valley companies, as well as helped rebuild the collaboration and communication infrastructure in Iraq. It's basically been, I'm interested, I'm curious, can I do it?
Yeah.
I never say no. If anybody offers me an opportunity, I never say no, even if that means I'm going to be studying late into the night so I don't sound stupid when I get in the meeting the next day. But I got interested in technology in this space. I was about 10 years old. And I went to a school that was, private school, Christian school. And the kids that I went to school with had money. And there was one kid named, Matt Lyons. And Matt Lyons had a whole bunch of money. And he was a whiz on computers. And I would want to play. We had these Tandy 128 computers back in the day that they sold at Radio Shack. And I wanted to be good like, Matt Lyons. I wanted to understand what he was doing. So I cut grass, I delivered papers, saved up all my money, and I bought a Commodore 64.
Okay.
And I taught myself what I was doing with it. I taught how to say little things out the window to my friends. Well, you want to come and play a game, stuff like that. It was fun until I taught her how to cuss, and then I lost it. Yeah, man, that was it. And so my whole career has been, it's been about curiosity. I spent a lot of time in the library when I was younger. I spend a lot of time now, trying to understand the root of questions and problems. Eventually, one day, I'd like to open a bookstore of my own and open it up to the community. That's on the future, but that's my goal. And I think the way to get more Black and brown founders, VCs, fund managers into the space is, one, our participation is not charity. It makes financial sense because of our hunger and our drive. Two, this is not charity.
Say it again.
We are in this space because, one, somebody believed. They said, well, here's an opportunity, right? Sink or swim. I tend to believe that hunger, innovation, and curiosity is something that runs strong with us.
Yeah.
And I also tend to believe if we get a hold of the rules of the game, we can win. I do believe that. I believe that there'd be a lot more successful Black and brown founders if, say, for instance, life wasn't the problem, right? Like most of the innovative founders that I know are also leaders in their community and leaders in their home. So people depend on them, right? They're problem solvers. And so while they're trying to get an idea to market, they're also working a full-time job. They're also taking care of a mother or father. They're also taking care of a family.
Thanks.
So it tends to take that get to market time sometimes longer. I think that's where we as a community need to get involved as much as possible. I don't know what the answer is to this yet, but start to support these founders, right? That bring these technologies, ideas, innovative solutions back to the community. But it takes support. It takes support. And that's how we, get one. It's not charity. It makes financial sense. Making that visible. The more we show it, the more we show up to places like the ION. I mean, it blows my mind to watch some of these young Black and brown founders share their ideas in this ION space and see people's eyes like,
yeah,
you did this?
Yes, bruh.
You feel me?
Yes.
I love it. I live for it.
Yeah.
And we got to support them. We just got to support in any way, shape, or form, whether it's a contact, whether it's, volunteering when one of us puts on an event, whether it's, money. That's what people tend to think that they're asking, that their ask is, but that's not it. Support, volunteering, encouragement, right? That is almost as valuable as being a multi-billion-dollar organization like a cable company or something like that and putting your money into an event like this.
Yeah.
Which is valuable, don't get me wrong, but the support of the community and the people that can benefit from these types of events, we need to be out here in full force as much as possible.
Yeah. Man, that's so key. I think showing up is so important. I think a lot of times we think automatically, like, yo, I'm not about to write a $1,000 check, a $10,000 check, but honestly, a lot of times just your presence,
That's it.
your support will mean the world. I interviewed a guy who's a engineering manager at Meta, and literally the only reason why he became an engineer is because he was at church. A Black engineer from IBM came into church. He saw how much respect and reverence people had for this man.
Absolutely.
And he's like, yo, I want to be an engineer at IBM. He did that before becoming engineering manager at Meta. So it's like, even these small things, the things that we think are little, they can have a big impact, and showing up and supporting is a big part of it.
So you made me think of something, and this will blow everybody's mind. The reason originally I wanted to be a doctor, but the reason I got to that space was two reasons.
Yeah.
Outside of the computer piece. When I was 14 years old, Ben Carson came to my school.
Oh, okay.
The original Ben.
Yeah,
Carson.
the original one before he I don't know what happened, but before he drank the Kool-Aid.
If you get a chance to, anybody listening, watching, go on YouTube and look for Ben Carson Explains Inventions.
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind. He goes through at least 30, 40 inventions of Black inventors and entrepreneurs, from street lights to refrigerators to, it's amazing. That's the Ben Carson I met when he talked about, going through medical school and things like that. And it inspired me. And I know everybody's people like this, but the Cosby Show influenced me like crazy.
Yeah.
You see a Black doctor and a Black lawyer, and they
married
got a
couple and
beautiful
same house,
family.
Big family.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Hey.
It inspired me to archetypes. Those are my kind of archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
And Denzel Washington in what was that, Red Tide? What was that? Yeah, I wouldn't be Denzel, but I mean, having role models is important, and role models are one thing, and having people that are mentors and willing to talk with you, call you out on your bullshit when you just feel sorry for yourself, and also support you and comfort you when you won't acknowledge the fact that you run up against a wall.
Powerful.
We tend not to share stuff like this with each other. We don't want to be seen as weak or less than, so we internalize it, and we try to solve a lot of things ourselves because we don't know how to share with other people. We don't know how to ask for help or questions.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. But I think, the more we meet people like us, and I'm talking about ideators, thinkers, it's gonna have an impact on the community.
100%. Great, man. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna get you back for like a full length conversation.
I love talking to you.
Yeah.
You had to hide the phone. We just start talking like we normally do.
Hey, I know, man, and but no, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. But no, I want to leave it there. But I really appreciate you, Kite, coming
Oh
on,
man,
sharing wisdom, knowledge.
I appreciate you
Always,
invite me.
man, it's a given, man. You
That
know
was
it,
lovely,
Carl.
man.
You got an impact on the community, so I appreciate it again. But hey, for you guys who are watching, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned. We got some more great stuff coming for you.